Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're in the office today filming a video for you guys to talk about how we got paid to buy a house. And this is referring to a video we did the other day on where that was the title of the video. And I want to break that down. I want to talk about how we actually get paid to flip houses here in Las Vegas. And not only by getting paid in profit, but actually getting paid when we buy the home from the seller. And I want to break it down a little bit because there's a lot of misconception of how do you get paid. You know, if there's a buyer and a seller, is the seller paying you to buy their house, or what's going on? You know, typically when you buy a house from a seller, you're actually just doing a transaction and you're the one paying him. So I want to break that down a little bit today, and how we've managed to make a whole business out of this process, and how we've been doing it for the past 3 years. So let's get into it. So initially, in a transaction, there's a buyer and a seller. And typically, if you're the buyer and you're buying the home from the seller, you're agreeing on a price and then you're paying him, right? Well, where's there another situation where there's another party to that transaction? Well, that happens when there's agents involved, a licensed real estate agent, right? So if there's a licensed real estate agent involved, he's getting paid to sell the home, and there's another agent on the buyer side getting paid to buy the home, basically, with his buyer. If you guys know this, a seller typically pays for both sides. So let's say if you're selling a house for $200,000 and you're charging a 6% commission as a listing agent, that would be $6,000. And then basically that is split between you and the buyer's agent. So how do we get paid to buy houses? Well, guys, we are licensed in the state of Nevada, and what we do is we represent ourselves as a buyer when we buy houses, and we're buying these houses to flip them. So we're the buyer's agent as well as the buyer, and what we're doing is we're representing ourselves, and we're actually getting paid a commission to buy these homes. So in the previous home we showed in the video, we actually made a commission of around $8,000 on that property. So we actually got paid $8,000 to buy that house. Now, take in mind that has nothing to do with the renovations or the profit we're gonna do or make at the end when we're done flipping the house. That was strictly just getting paid to be representing the buyer, which is ourselves, in that transaction. And you'll hear a lot of gurus in this real estate market say, oh, don't get licensed, that brings you liability. Well, to be honest with you, we've been doing this for the past 3 years and it's worked out great for us. We've made over $500,000 in commissions. That's just commissions. And we've never dealt with any type of liability because we're representing ourselves. It doesn't mean we're liable for anything. We're buying houses as is. We're not lying about the situation. You know, typically here in Las Vegas or Nevada, I would say, there's a description on the purchase agreement that states if you're related to the buyer, which we always disclose that we are. So everything is legal, and we're actually getting paid, guys. So I would suggest if you want to get into real estate investing and start flipping houses, the best way to get into it is to get licensed and represent yourself as a buyer and buy your first flip. Now, if you guys like these kind of videos, please subscribe and follow our channel. I will be talking more about this subject in another video. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for part 2, where I will be talking more in depth on how to become an agent here in Nevada.